All of the videos on this list were recorded by people who claim to have something amazing and mysterious to share. My hope is that we can solve some of these events together, but my fear is that no answers exist. Number 12. This mysterious footage was taken after a Japanese earthquake in 2011. A man is surveying the damage to a local park when he notices the roads appear to be breathing.
Can you see the cracks moving? It's just going back and forth, swaying. It's making me kind of nervous.
Soon water rushes up from somewhere deep underground. Some people are saying that this is a natural phenomenon known as liquefaction, which is where an earthquake causes the soil to become soft and watery. Nobody has ever captured the cracks opening and closing like that before though, so there's still not a clear explanation of what this is. Number 11. A psychic prophet in Las Vegas claims that he can summon extraterrestrials at will. He says that he has been doing this for over 25 years. The local news picks a place and time for him to summon a UFO. They are extremely skeptical and mostly expect this to be a joke, but imagine their surprise when the self-proclaimed prophet says a quick prayer and causes this to happen.
I pray, oh Yahweh, that you send a sighting so that they know that I am not mentally ill. I am not a false prophet, like those who seek to me say I am.
I see something straight up.
Oh, brother, look at it. There it is.
You can barely see it.
Whoa, man! Oh, hallelujah!
Then, a few seconds later, it disappeared.
A white orb flies up into the air and quickly disappears. Then it comes back and changes color.
I got it. Photojournalist Jonathan Hawkins locks in on it. Let's take a closer look here. It's an orange sphere that appeared out of nowhere.
The orange sphere hovers around them and then disappears from sight. It doesn't look like any aircraft they have ever seen before. The news team contacted a nearby Air Force base and they could not confirm that it was one of their planes. I'm not sure what to make of this one, but I will admit that the timing is pretty incredible. I want to know if you think this was a real UFO summoning or if it was just a coincidence. Also, if you don't think that this is a UFO, then I'd like to hear your best guess as to what it could possibly be. Number 10. Jake Gardner was walking around the woods during his lunch break one day in La Crescenta, California, when he heard some strange chirping noises in the trees above. Suddenly, the forest grew silent, and Jake felt as though something nearby was observing him, so he took out his cell phone and started recording what he thought could be his last moments alive. He didn't see anything, but he couldn't shake the feeling of impending doom, so he quickly made his way out of the forest. When he went home, he was able to make out this strange figure on camera.
Jake pulled out his phone and began shooting video. At first, nothing out of the ordinary.
So confused.
But when he checked the footage a second time,
you can definitely see a torso and 4 limbs moving around and swinging around in there.
The mysterious sighting was interesting enough to make the local news. Wildlife officials admit that this appears to be some sort of ape-like creature that's clearly not a part of California's ecosystem. The only explanation they have is that someone released an illegal pet into the wild. Let me know if you agree with their assessment, or if you side with the people who say that it could be some kind of rare creature or even a genetic experiment. Number 9. 2 college students in Spring City, Pennsylvania decide to explore an abandoned asylum called the Pennhurst State School and Hospital. They mostly find old rooms with floors covered in paint chips and other fallen debris, but a couple of strange things happen. First, tell me if you hear anything weird during this part. Some people say that they can hear a voice say the word mummy or something similar. I personally think that it's the sound of an old camera lens zooming in, but I'll let you decide. Anyway, they keep exploring and eventually go up a tall flight of winding stairs. Suddenly, the video cuts out, and just 30 seconds later, somebody is holding the camera in the middle of the woods. Shortly before the video ends, many people have pointed out that this is not enough time to get back down the steps. So a big question about this video is what happened during the time lapse. Some people say that this was an art project, but if so, nobody has stepped forward as the creator, which is usually what happens once a video has gone viral. None of it adds up. Number 8. An instructor records himself and his students for a teacher evaluation. He's giving a lecture about safety when some strange activities start to happen.
Out and about. What dangers might we bump into? Stephen, don't do that, please. It's distracting. That's one thing. Someone give me another one then.
Strangers?
Strangers.
That just me and Johnny's home.
Right. What we're going to do, we need to... I tell you what, guys. Let's just go out for a minute.
By now, the class is in mild shock as they awkwardly line up and leave. According to the description of this video, later on they would say that they felt a strange static electricity in the air and a tingling sensation in their faces. After they leave, the possible haunting seems to continue for quite some time. Finally, the camera is knocked to the ground by an unseen force and the video ends. Number 7. The International Space Station caught a glimpse of what appears to be a large spacecraft, but instead of alerting the media, NASA dimmed the feed. StreetCap1 uploaded the video to YouTube in March 2017, writing in the caption, "I thought I was seeing things. I had to be quick. The dimming at the end was sudden, and my guess is they, NASA, turned down the brightness a little." The clip in question shows a narrow UFO staged along the planet's horizon. Below it hovers two bright objects that appear to be reflective. YouTuber Rob Morgan notes of the objects below. If you pause the video and move the slide bar, I don't think they are lights but thrusters. They go from running horizontal to what looks like a hover mode. And what is NASA trying to hide? The dimming of the feed makes many question whether NASA is tampering with the International Space Station's projected images. Is it a UFO, some other space anomaly, or a hoax? Whatever it is, it's certainly mysterious. Number 6. This is the same house that made number 2 on my list about mysterious things caught on tape in Texas. In that video, I verified that somebody really did have their life taken while exploring the premises. Now, someone may have actual footage of their ghost.
Whoa!
You can see what appears to be a small hand beacon them from the window. I guess they could have had a third person climb to the second floor to make this video as a prank. Can someone who has been brave enough to go inside of the house tell me if it's possible to get up to the second floor? If you can't get access to the second floor, then this video is probably real. Either way, many people claim to have seen the ghosts of small children in doorways and windows of the abandoned property. So even if this video is fake, then the house is almost definitely still haunted. Number 5. This pub in Canterbury, England has a well-preserved history of paranormal occurrences. Take a look at the video evidence and let me know if you agree with the local legends. I personally think that all of these videos could have been done using fishing wire, but I would like to know what you think about these 3 scenarios. Number 4. In 2004, a student at the University of Massachusetts in Amherst named Mara Murray went missing. She had been acting very strangely, like crying at work and taking someone's credit card before she disappeared. She was eventually seen in New Hampshire, stranded at the side of the road. Someone called the police, but when they arrived, she was gone. This video, called Happy Anniversary, was originally uploaded by a YouTuber named 112 Dirtbag. It was put up shortly before the 8th anniversary of her disappearance. This is haunting enough, but it gets worse. The YouTuber's name, 112 Dirtbag, is believed to be a reference to something Mara's father once said. He said that she was probably picked up by some dirtbag on Route 112. This video was quickly taken down and the original uploader was never found. Number 3. This video is supposedly one of the 7 classified videotapes that were taken from government archives and leaked. Of the 7 tapes, only a few snippets have ever made it to the public, including this interesting portion. A strange, gray alien appears to be manipulating some sort of task while in captivity. According to the description, this video could have been shot as early as 1942 and as late as 1969. The footage itself looks fairly convincing, though it could simply be CGI. However, the projector sound effect on the video seems fake. So my guess is this video isn't real after all. If this video is real, then exactly what the alien is intently focusing on, how it came to be captured, and how we are able to communicate with it, if at all, remains a mystery. Number 2. Chip Chen is the name given to a South Korean woman who was discovered by the website 4chan. They found her live stream one fateful day and proceeded to watch every moment of her life for years. What they found was both curious and startling. For one thing, Chip Chen would often pass out in strange positions for over 12 hours and then do things like barricade her door closed with whatever she could find. She rarely left the apartment and appeared to be in a lot of distress at all times. 4chan eventually came across her blog and found out that she thought she was being stalked by the local police. She even says that they have implanted a chip into her that allows them to control when she sleeps and how she feels. Here's a video of Chip Chen silently screaming as they supposedly activate her implant and mess with her mind. There's no evidence that any of what she is saying is real, and as of now, people either completely believe her story or else think that she has a serious mental disorder. It hasn't been on in a long time, but maybe someone can translate the text on her page and make sense of what she is saying. All in all, nobody has been able to track her down to talk with her, and her identity is unknown. All we know is that somewhere in South Korea, a woman was recording herself all of the time as a way of exposing her tormentors to the world. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you've ever been curious as to what I look like in real life, then follow me on Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT with underscores instead of spaces. I also have a Twitter at YT_chills where I post video updates. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me a DM if you have any questions or suggestions. Also, I recently created a subreddit where you can submit videos and stories for future lists. It's r/chillsnarrator and the link is in the description below. If you'd like to see more of these videos in the future, then hit that subscribe button because I upload a new video every Thursday. If English isn't the only language you speak and you're interested in getting a shout out, click more, then add translations. By translating the video, not only will more people be able to watch it, but a link to your channel will be added in the description. Number 1. Morgellons disease is a strange condition that's characterized by crawling sensations under the skin, swollen hands, and small open cuts.
It's like fibers that come out of your skin?
Yes, there's this fibrous material. It's in layers.
I look at your arm.
Our hands swell and...
Scientists largely believe that it's a skin-picking disorder that's all in their mind. But here's the thing, there are white thread-like fibers that appear to grow from under the skin. In one episode of ABC Nightline, a woman claims that her entire family has Morgellons disease. They all appear to have the white fibers growing from under their skin. Scientists took a sample of one of the white fibers under her skin and compared it to a national FBI database of known hair fibers. Reporters were amazed to find that there was absolutely no match. We know that it's not lint, and we know that it's not hair, but we don't know what it is or why it forms. All of the people on this list claim to have seen their toys behaving in ways that the manufacturer never intended. Whether it's a technical malfunction or spiritual activity is up for you to decide. Here is the evidence exactly as they've presented it.